Yes, in some point, yes. I think always, was there the vision, and always was the never give up, working hard to try to build something. Even when the circumstances were not in our side, I think we keep believing. That is the most important in football, and now it's a big step for this young squad that with the possibility for the future to keep improving.
They've had a very strong second half of the season, Chelsea. They won 5 in a row, actually, as well. And apart from Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool, they've taken more points than anybody since Christmas, so there are green shoots. But what about this Caicedo goal? We all love a goal from the halfway line.
Well, my mum messaged me and was like, Karen, have you seen the goal? And I was like, yes, I've seen it.
Yes,
and
Mum, I've seen it.
I don't mind watching it over and over again because it's just, people have the audacity to do it, but then to actually execute it and get it spot on. And you were on about his first touch, weren't you, Owen?
It's perfect. I mean, it creates it, but to be fair, it's crazy, actually. You used to like Harry Kane and Wayne Rooney trying. I've never seen Caicedo shoot ever.
No, they're over
I mean, he's a great passer, but he's a brilliant defensive midfielder, but he never shoots.
Probably shouldn't.
And then he shoots from 70 yards. I mean, I love that.
Furthest goal, you just mentioned, it's the furthest goal since Rooney in 2017.
They're the best goals, I love them, because the reaction it has on your teammates, everyone's like, wow, that's unbelievable.
Where's that come from?
Where's that come from?
And what about Thiago Silva? What a footballer who has just done it all, everywhere, around Europe, with the biggest clubs, and is now going back to play in Brazil at the end of his career.
What a guy.
Very emotional, you can understand that.
Yeah, really emotional. What a player. Like you said, he's been everywhere, done everything, won everything. Leader, he's like a Rolls Royce. Everything has looked so simple for him. And as well, I have to give a shout out because he's always at the women's games as well. Big women's.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's at Chelsea women's games, supporter and backing it. So, what a guy, really. Big fan.
You've been around a long time when your kid's as big as you.
Is that what you were laughing at?
That's amazing. Do you know what I liked at the other game? The other day, and there was a couple of Brazilians on the pitch, one on his team, one on the other, and he was mentoring them at the end of the game.
Well, yeah.
He's still like...
Do you think they should have kept him for that?
Yeah. I think they got 4 of the best young centre-backs around. And Disasi and... Badiashile, Colwill. Why not just let him stay there and just mentor them? They're all kind of the similar age. I think he'd be perfect. But I think he wants to play. But he's
going to play for Fluminense, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably play another 5 years.
Yeah. Right, Chelsea fans around the world, what can we expect from next season? Because, as I say, they've been the 4th best team since Christmas.
They haven't, and now you've got to get these young players to be consistent next year again. So, I mean, they've got to make top 4. You can't ignore what they've spent. Yeah. But they still need 2 players. They still need a goalkeeper, and I'm still not convinced with the strike force that will get them there. But it's been a great end to the season, and they got to the cup final and obviously lost to the semi-final to City, which they should have won. So they're still growing.
Yeah, OK, we'll see. One more break, but in the final part of the show, of the season,
Blues winning 2-1 at Stamford Bridge against Bournemouth. They needed to win that game, or if not, they would have finished 7th behind Newcastle. But they were able to win and finished 6th in the table. Now securing their place in Europe next season, but they have to wait for the game against Man City and Manchester United to determine if they are going to play in the Europa League or in the Conference League. If Man City beats Man United, then Chelsea will play in Europa League. Think about that. Where they came from, beginning of the season, wobbling, stayed in 10th to 13th position for a long time, and all of a sudden, from December, from Boxing Day to the end of the season, they collected points than most teams in the league. In fact, only 3 teams in the Premier League collected more points than them during that period. That's massive. And all of a sudden, they are in 6th position. Now, you can say that they have had a difficult. You can say that they have had a difficult season, yes, but they ended very well, and you can call this a successful season considering everything that happened, all the injuries, all the unavailability of players, a lot that happened to them, and youngsters growing, all the inconsistencies, putting everything together and finishing 6th. That's massive. Finishing in Europa League, that's massive for them. And now it's all about what happens next season. They need to keep this team together, build on what they are currently doing, and then maybe add few experienced players to this team, and there is no reason why they cannot make top 4 next season. Very important, they should keep Pochettino as well, because he has been massive with these kids. He has been able to guide them, improve them, gel them as a team. It's not easy. Not too many managers will be able to succeed in that environment, but he did, and he deserves to have a second season and take this project one more year forward. And then we see, and then Chelsea will look at it and see how it goes, if he deserves an extension or not. But as it is, he has done wonderfully well, and they are going to lose Thiago Silva, who is one of the leaders in the team, the oldest player in the team, possibly in the Premier League. They are going to lose him. He's leaving, going back to Brazil to play for Fluminense, and now they need to bring in maybe another centre back that is experienced enough. But whatever they are going to do, they should resist the urge to sign a lot of players and also sell a lot of players. Consistency is the key here. At times it's better not to sign players. It's better to keep your players than to sign players, more players. You can sign players and scatter everything that you are building. You can also sign players and improve what you are doing. It depends, but it's a double-edged sword. So you never can know what you will get. So for them, they have to be careful and try and have a little bit of stability. There is light now at the end of the tunnel, and they should be able to bank on it. They should be able to widen it to make sure there is more light at the end of it, because what they are building at Stamford Bridge right now is insane. Most people will not catch what is going on, but in next 2-3 years, imagine these players playing together, maturing together, considering their ages, where they will be in next 2-3 years, and they will still have like 7-8 years to play together. That's gonna be massive. You know, they took a different lane at Chelsea, a different project that people don't even venture into, and they are trying to make something out of it. And if they succeed, it could become a miracle, honestly, because not many teams have been able to do that. You know, change all your score and drop it to like 22 years average age. A top team like Chelsea is like Real Madrid doing that kind of thing. You know, Barcelona, imagine what that means. What that means, dropping your age to lower than 22, under 22 average age, under 23. It does massive. It's not easy. You know, I can't remember a team doing that. Maybe the old Ajax, 93 Van Gaal Ajax, you know, bringing young players from the academy, but in recent years, it's hard to see. And if it becomes a success to Chelsea, it will become a huge story around Europe. But what a successful season they have had. Let's hope for more next season.